Safety in numbers. Safety in numbers.
This is Lifeweaver. He is the latest support hero in Overwatch 2. And in this video, what we're going to do is take a look at all of these abilities. I'm sort of blocking the Healing Blossom, but don't worry. I'm going to break all of this down in the video. Now, there is something to be said here. Blizzard do not give us the figures for the abilities. They've never done this, and it's just a policy they have. I think it's super frustrating. It would be nice to just see all of the figures. Like, they should just be on this screen, right? Should tell you what they do, but they don't. However, an amazing content creator by the name of Techo, there is a link to his channel in the video description below, actually reverse engineered some of this on the test server. So I'm able to give you figures, which, you know, they probably will change at some point, but it gives us a good idea as to how the hero works. Now, I also cannot show you guys gameplay. Blizzard won't let us show gameplay. It's still all under NDA and all of that stuff, but I can actually just show you him in the training range. So let's do this, and let's go and take a look at him, because he's just incredible. Like, don't worry, I'll explain everything. So firstly, I'm going to show you guys this. It's the heal. This is Healing Blossom. Now, watch these two bots. They both spawn with half HP on the test server. Maybe the case on live, but you can see what I'm doing here. I'm healing them with my fully charged heal, and I'm really struggling to keep them alive. I'm not healing them fully, am I? You know, think of in a fight against actual players, it's going to be very hard to keep somebody alive. Now, the way this works is, it's a projectile, and you can charge it up to do 65 health. So it's fully charged here, it'll do 65. Flies in, hits for 65. Or you can fire really, really fast. But if you fire really fast, you're only healing for 10. So this is not going to keep anybody alive. I mean, these bots will die. I will not be able to keep them alive healing them like this. That guy's like 1 HP. He's dead, right? So you just can't keep them alive. Well, you can like go for faster charges and try and pump healing in a little bit quicker, but I don't think it's as effective as just going for a full charged heal. That's not really what this character's about, though. That's the issue. It could be a bit of new philosophy from Blizzard, where they're really moving away from supports being healers to actually being supports with other styles of abilities, especially with these newer heroes coming out. So there is something else I want to show you guys about this, because it's got a very interesting projectile path. So watch this. I'm healing this bot, and I'm going to fire at him. Notice how it sort of arcs in from above. Now watch this. If I aim up into the air like this, I'm still targeting that bot. If I come down a little bit, now I've got him again. If I go up, I've lost him. Come down, I've got him. Watch this. You see that? That is flying over shields and targeting allies. Now, again, I can't show you guys this because we can't show gameplay. But if there was a Reinhardt there, or a Sigma barrier, or whatever, you can actually target your ally through the barrier. You can't heal through the barrier, so this would hit the barrier, right? But actually, this would go over the barrier. So you can target through the barrier, then you need to aim up while still being target locked, and you can heal over the barrier. So that's something to be aware of. Nice little skill element to the heal, but the heal isn't really a lot. There is also something else with the heal, which I don't know why Blizzard have done this, and this might be something they remove. You have a 25% speed penalty when you're channeling the heal. So if I charge this and move, see how I move slower? It's 25% slower. I'm not sure why. I'm really not sure why. Because you can't really react with Lifeweaver. If you're trying to heal someone, it's like, oh, I need to keep them alive. You know, if this was Anna, that target would be full HP, ready to go again. That ain't the case with Lifeweaver. It's does take a bit of getting used to. But he does have other ways of keeping people alive. And don't worry about it. I'll show you all that in a second. So the next thing I want to show you guys is the... Well, it's not his alternate fire, but it's his other weapon. He's like Mercy, where he's got two weapons, right? So you've got your heal staff, for the Mercy example, and then you've got your blaster, right? In this case, you've got your Healing Blossom, and then you've got your Thorn Volley. Now, Thorn Volley, well, if you're a fan of Halo, you've seen this before. This is the Needler, basically, from Halo. Now, this has got some interesting properties in that it is a projectile. It will also headshot, and as you can probably see, it does quite a lot of damage. Now, remember, this is a support hero, and look at the damage he can output. Yes, that means if anyone's trying to kill you, you can absolutely hammer them. You can also hammer people from across the map. So if I want to fire at these guys here, just to show you, you know, okay, there's a lot of spread on this, but you are getting headshots from this. So in a live game, there's a lot of this spam coming through, a lot of cheeky headshots. It is extremely powerful, this is. Like, it's crazed. I think in terms of the figures that we got, sort of looking at like 110 DPS, 5 damage per bullet, but it can headshot. And yeah, it's got a 1.5 second reload time as well, but I guess we could kind of see that there. Yeah, you basically can fire for 6 seconds, and then you can't fire until you reload for 1.5 seconds, and then you can go again. It is extremely powerful, this is, for a support weapon, because you generally spend a lot of time in this. You might then drop a few cheeky heals, but then you're basically going back to this, and you just try. It is incredible. Anyway, this is where we get to the more interesting parts of his kit. These are things I thought we'd never see in Overwatch, quite frankly, especially not in the way that they've been implemented. I don't want to say this is bad implementation, but I think there's going to be a lot of problems with these abilities, right? Namely because you cannot confirm if you want this ability to interact with you. It all makes sense in a second. So, firstly, let's talk about Petal Platform. Now, this is a projectile when you throw it, and it turns into a petal on the floor. This will stay there forever until somebody stands on it, or the cooldown, which is 12 seconds, which is about to be ready again, is available, and I deploy another one. This will not move. It will always be there. This, of course, means you can sort of do, like, I guess, Junkrat's concussion mine. I can wait for this to, my cooldown to be ready. So at the start of the game, I just have this down, you know, waiting for the enemy to attack or whatever. And then when the attack breaks through, maybe I could go over here, but then I've got another petal and I could go here. You know, so you can stack them up to some degree. But there's no confirmation. This will lift allies. It will lift enemies. Now, how am I seeing this being used? Well, you would say, okay, imagine if we've got a Reinhardt and we want to get him up here. Let's drop this down. Up we go. Ryan's up on the high ground. Fantastic. But he needs to be standing right on you, right? Or standing still and you fire it at his feet. Because you can miss with this, and it's not a particularly massive platform. So it is a bit difficult to get tons of people together and move them up to the high ground. What it's been used for, and used for quite effectively, is to keep people alive and to keep yourself alive. You generally use this, I think, more on yourself than you will on, well, anybody else, really. So here, like, I've lifted him up into the air. That means he's no longer taking damage. The platform is, because it's got 400 HP, which, again, I'll explain in a second. Is why it makes it so powerful. But if we, I guess, where can I go here to show this? In fact, let's go into this room, because I need a little bit of a higher ceiling just to give sort of a better breakdown of this. If I was engaged in a fight in here, right, and we're having a fight, whatever, and I throw this at my feet and I go up here, suddenly I'm literally on a 400 HP deployable bit of cover. That's the way to look at this. Also, really nice sound effect before it breaks as well. So yeah, if you're involved in a fight here, and this is down on the floor, you can use this bit of the petal as cover, right? You can back off, you can be firing at people. It is very powerful, and you'll see this a lot, right? You'll see the Lifeweaver is basically involved in combat, and then he's like this, and we'll go up into the air, and then we'll use this as cover, right? So I can fire at all these targets. Look, I can cover, bang, bang, bang. It's 400 HP. You know, the cooldown is also almost ready to go again. Look, 2 seconds. Uh-oh. Even if it lasted the duration, I can go like this again. You know, probably the enemy team would try and destroy it. This is incredibly powerful. This is like... I thought I'd been this... You probably see the horror on my face. I thought I was disconnected from the server. I was like, what is this? So anyway, hopefully you can see how crazy that is. Like, and again, I'll just show you can use it on enemies. So let's go this guy over here. Let's chuck it at his feet, right? Instantly sends them up into the air. Now, you can destroy this, right? So if I press F because I'm playing on PC, I'll destroy it. Now, it's got to be said, you can troll people with this. Like, the bot, in reality, would be a player moving. Imagine if they were moving backwards and you dropped that on them and then they sort of came, I don't know, they were moving backwards and you destroyed it. They carry momentum and go down into the hole. There's going to be a lot of situations about this. I mean, what worries me is the clip I showed you guys at the top of the video. We, that was like within a few minutes of playing the hero, yeah? And I'll get onto life grip in a second, but we were able to kill our team pretty quick, and Blizzard was sort of confident that we wouldn't be able to do that because there are protections in place with his abilities, so you can't just pull people down holes. But there are ways of doing it, like little jiggle jumps off the edge, and it's not great. They need to fix this, as he'll just be an absolute troll hero. Anyway, that's basically the Petal platform. I guess in terms of the numbers, in case I didn't reel them off very coherently, you've basically got a 12-second cooldown. It is forever on the ground. It's unlimited duration. It's 10 seconds in the air or thereabouts. It goes up to about 8 meters high. And, yeah, it's got 400 HP. I'm not sure. Oh, I fell through it because I hit that. Pushed me through the platform. That's actually kind of interesting there. Let's do that again. Be aware of that. Yeah, so that's basically the petal platform. Really good. I guess we'll talk about the dash for a second. So rejuvenate and dash, this heals you, right? So if I take a bit of damage here from this guy, if I just stand here and eat some of this will heal you for 25 health per second. It's got a 5-second cooldown. You'll travel for about 6 meters, and it's got a 0.5 second duration. So you can see it's not a mega heal, but it actually works quite nice in conjunction with the support passive, where you'll heal over time if you don't take damage. Of course, the way this is generally used is its movement, right? You can spam this really fast. Every 5 seconds or so you can do this. It's pretty cool, right? You can get to areas that other supports maybe couldn't get to. You're very mobile, right? This is part of Lifeweaver. This is the way it works. You know, I think he's actually, you know, as a mobile hero, he's just incredible. He's really good for this. But it would probably be nice if it was only him where his platform instantly reacted to, instead of other people. Anyway, let's move on. So, in fact, I will say this, right? There is a whole host of issues with waiting for players to confirm if they want you to grip them or shove them up in the air with the platform. So it is more fluid gameplay-wise to just instantly do them. But I still am a little bit worried that it's going to be, well, a little bit easy to just kind of abuse. Okay. Oh, dear. Let's talk about life grip.
I have you.
So, I guess we can kill this bot, actually, just to show you what... Oh, he's moved away. He's moved away. He's only bloody moved away. I don't know whether I could get him from it. I don't think I could. Anyway, let me just run you down with some figures on this and the way it works. So it's got a 20-second cooldown, which is pretty long. But this basically makes people invulnerable when you hit them with it. So this guy, you can see the range on it. I think the range is 30 meters on this ability. Let me just check that. Yeah, I think it's 30 meters. 20-second cooldown. And it basically makes you immune to all damage and saves you, right? So as a tank that overextends, you can go no and pull them towards you. There is no confirmation box for the tank, right? They just are pulled towards you. So you can imagine the worry with this. Reinhardt's charging in, I'll pull him. Doomfist going in, I'll just pull him. So, oh look, my Anna's in a nice position on non-binding defense. I'll just pull her down onto the... You see where I'm going, right? You don't even have to kill people. You don't have to throw them off the map. You can just pull them towards you, and it will be super frustrating. Now, I'm not clever enough to work out how I can get a bot over here to kill it. I don't know. Maybe I can kill this guy, actually. I should have range on him. Yeah, let's see if I can do him. So, remember, it basically pulls it to your location. So, if you're like...
You're better off with me.
Okay, I didn't quite do it right, but I pulled him there. It's going to be doable, but don't worry, I'm not going to spend the whole video trying to do this. You guys already seen at the top of the video examples of this, but you can see the worry of this, right? Is you can, I mean, hell, look at that bot up there, right? That could be my Anna as it moves away. The bots literally hate me. That could be my Anna, right? Really cool position. Yeah, awesome. For some reason, I'm just like, nah, Anna, I'm just going to pull you down and kill you. See, I don't trust anyone who plays Overwatch. I can't even get him. Yeah, there we go. Nearly got him. Ooh. There we go. A bit hard to activate that. So he's like, oh. It's crazy. Like, honestly, I'm going to be real with you guys. I'm just seeing endless TikTok videos in my mind of people being trolled with Lifeweaver. It's like, what the actual hell? Of course, this has got some really good use cases, though, right? So I don't want you to die. I don't want you to die, right? I want to do a bit of damage. Maybe I'm going to start healing again, right? You can see, you see what I mean? Like, you can keep the bots alive, but you don't keep them alive through raw healing. You keep them alive by changing their position with your abilities. And it is actually mental. Like, it's just... I'm losing my... Like, the more I play with this hero, I'm like, this seems crazy to me. Now, of course, we're not sure about things like, is he meta? You know, is he going to be broken? I don't know. Like, I'm worried a bit about his healing, because I don't think his healing is, like, massive amounts, and maybe it's just easier to use Anna and just heal targets up instead of trying to, I don't know, move people all over the place. Not sure why that didn't trigger. Maybe it wasn't in the right place. But yeah, there are worries with the hero, right? There's definitely worries with him. Okay, let's talk about his ultimate. It is a massive tree, right? It's just a massive, massive tree. Let me explain how this works. So... when you drop it down, it will spawn a big tree. Now, you can actually put it inside here, and it won't be as big. But it'll still have the same effect, right? It just won't look as big. It's inside a building, right? So you can deploy inside or outside buildings. It doesn't matter. It's a big tree, right? This will heal you for 150 HP instantly as soon as it's deployed. That's everybody in the radius. Think of it like Zen's Transcendence, right? But it doesn't move. It does 8 healing pulses And each one does 50 healing, right? So it'll go boof, 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 and keep healing, right? This means you can get about 550 healing off it, right? So it's quite powerful. Also, it is... it's got health, right? So it's got... I think it's got... it's got 1,000 HP, yeah? So you can use this to block fire. You can throw it in the enemy's face, and there is a 1,000 HP tree that's healing everyone and blocking damage coming from them. It can be destroyed by EMP, right? So be aware of that. If you use EMP, it will get destroyed. Like Sombra, pretty decent counter if this thing gets used. And I think... Oh, it's not blocked by shields as well. So shields, it will just go through shields. It doesn't matter. Let me show you this, right? So I'm going to drop it here. It's a massive tree. Just about as big as that. And you see it's pulsing. This is just healing everyone in the area. You can see the area here. And it's got this health bar. It's got 1,000 HP. You can't destroy this. The enemy can. And then it disappears. I think... I'm going to say this. It might be a little bit harsh. I think this is really underwhelming as a ultimate. In terms of the way it sort of looks and feels. It's not like this high impact thing. But I do think it's going to be really strong. Because I think using this in a fight... In some ways, I think it's going to be kind of like... Can I say this? It's going to be kind of like Ramartra's ultimate, where it's just bloody annoying, I think. You're going to be in a fight. Oh, my God. There's a massive tree in my face. It's healing everyone. Oh, this is... You know, but it's not mega healing. You know, it's only 50 heals every time the pulse hits. It's not like some ultra heal, but remember, it does burst heal for 150. But I just want to show you guys using it inside a smaller room. We'll go behind me here and use it in this room. So let's just kill this dude. There we go. Okay, so if we use it in here,
Life protects life.
you see, like, it doesn't fully spawn the whole tree. So it's kind of nice that it does that. But again, yeah, this will... I mean, it blocks me. It blocks everything. But we can't destroy it, but the enemy can. Now... You're probably thinking... In fact, actually, I forgot one ability before I go into the whole sort of... How does he play? If you kill him, he drops a little, like, lotus flower on the floor. Now, if you pick this up, you get healed. But even if you're the enemy, like, anyone who picks this up will get healed. So if you kill Lifeweaver, right, you'll for 12 seconds on the floor, you'll have this... I mean, I'll just die, and you'll see it spawn. For 12 seconds on the floor, you'll see the little lotus thing will be on the floor, right? It heals allies for 250 health. It's about to spawn. Get ready. See it? That lotus thing? You see it there? Look. It might even still be there because it's 12 seconds, so it probably will still be there for me. Yeah, can you see it? So it heals allies for 250. Oh, there you go. It's just disappeared. I think it lasts for about 12 seconds. Anyway, enemies, it'll heal them for 75. Yeah. It's like a reverse Junkrat passive. So you die, you drop healing on the floor, and if you're with somebody on your team trying to keep them alive, they can grab that and get 250 health. That's a really good health pack, right? Or the enemy could get it after they kill you. Yeah, but they only get 75. Okay, let's just talk about the way he plays, because I just want to show you guys this, because what you'll be doing is basically doing this, and you won't be doing that healing. You'll be going like this. Right, get up here with me. Let's go, let's go. I'm doing damage. I'm on my platform. It's got 400 HP. I'm spamming damage at the enemy. Okay, uh-oh, bot's dead. Needs healing. Let's get him healed so he can get back in the fight. Go on, bot, get back in the fight. He's taking damage. Let's lift him up so he doesn't die. See what I'm doing? Okay, I'm going to dash to a new position. You see how this is going? I'm healing. Okay, we need to do damage. I'm getting pressured. Let's do damage. Let's do damage. Let's do damage. Our guy's taking damage. Let's pull him over there. Okay, good stuff. Let's get to the high ground. Take this guy out. Okay, we can dash after him. Whoa, let's go. It's really enjoyable play. Like, I don't know if this is going to be meta, like I said earlier. I don't know if he's going to be OP or broken. It's, like, impossible to tell that, really. It could even be underpowered, and I think maybe the smart money goes onto that, because simply because of this, you can't keep people alive, really. You know, if you've used all your abilities and you don't have them available, like, if I don't... Like, when he drops to the ground there, if I've pulled this guy, I don't have pull available. All I can do is try and heal him. So let's just imagine, like, platform breaks. I'm like, oh, I'm going to try and heal him. Okay, it's not much damage off the bot's life, but in a game, it's I think this is a really interesting hero, right? And I think this is a hero I didn't expect to see in Overwatch 2. Don't know why he's got that equipped, but he has, right? simply because losing control of your character, even if it's with the best of intentions, it's probably not going to feel great, is it? You know? And it seems like they've just gone, nah, it feels great. We're just going to do that now. It doesn't matter. We're just going to let people move people about. And there is one little worry that I've got with this. And I've been lucky enough to play, you know, let's keep these guys alive. There you go. On the test servers quite a lot, like when new content comes out. And I remember the Overwatch 2 beta. The developers are, you know, they've got all different skill levels. But when you're playing with everybody is playing to win. Nobody is a troll. Nobody is throwing a game. Nobody's like, I've had enough of this, I'm not playing. Everybody is friendly. Everybody's in voice comms. You know, it's a completely different kettle of fish. I think this hero works really well in that scenario, but I think actually on live, in a server with other players who are angry because they didn't get, I don't know, maybe they wanted something else, team comp or what, I don't know, there's a million reasons. They then pick this hero and all they do is start moving your team around because that's funny. That was terrible. Because that's funny and that's what they want to do. And they want to wait for the tank who they think is throwing to just go, nah, you're being pulled out of position, mate. Because I don't care, it's funny. Or I'm going to pull you in a well. Or I'm going to pull you off the map. Which, by the way, is difficult to do and Blizzard are always going to work on that, as I've said. But I am worried a little bit about this hero. Alright, guys, let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Now, there's going to be additional content coming out in the next couple of days. Don't quote me on dates when we're allowed to upload this stuff, but I think it's in like 2 days or so from when you see this video. We are going to look at the patch notes. I can't talk about the patch notes at the moment. There's obviously a bunch of changes in that, which some of them are a bit mental. But yeah, I just wanted to get this out there to give a more, you know, like a detailed look at this hero and the way that he plays. Because I am like, oh, I don't know if I showed you guys that. Did I show you guys that? I'm not sure I did. I can't remember if I did. I've tried to record this video a few times. I can't remember. But you can do a super jump off the petal. So if you drop the petal like this and use the momentum of it as it's going up in the air and jump, you will get like more of a jump. You see how like I launched myself into the air off the other one? I don't think I managed to do it on that one there, but let me see if I can do it again. I'm always terrible at this kind of stuff, but you can be like, okay, I didn't quite get it. But if you get it at the apex of it, it will like throw you up into the air. Really cool. I like that kind of stuff. Yeah, I think that's Lifeweaver. Woo.